Hey everyone, and welcome back to Explain 11. It has been a while since I did a full flight, so let's do it once again and record it. And this time we are here in Malaga, Costa del Sol, and we are going to take the beautiful Toliss A319, the baby bus, all the way up to Dortmund with Eurowings Europe. I don't know if Eurowings Europe has a different livery than the standard Eurowings planes, but we're going to take it as a real-world flight from Costa del Sol all the way up to Dortmund. And it has been a while since I've flown this or recorded a video with the 319. It is currently in version 1.6 and temperature 66 Fahrenheit. Not that it is telling me anything. I'm sticking with the Celsius. But I do know it's not too hot and not too cold. Actually, where I'm sitting right now, it's a heat wave happening. It's all the way up to 39 degrees. So let's load up the flight plan and get this baby ready for flying. It's the first time I'm doing the approach, or this flight. Actually, I did not practice at all. And I haven't flown in a month in Explain 11, so it's going to be a familiarization flight. Wow, butchered that word. But anyway, so loudspeakers back to health. Don't really want to listen to the marker on full blast if we for some reason should pick it up. And radios 1, 2. And get the emergency exit lights, annunciator, Christmas tree. Everything is looking nice. Oops, not that one. So back to arm and crew supply, nav lights. And ADIRS 1, 2, 3. And we can do the MCDU now. Well, let's do the 19 degrees Celsius. It's not that bad here. We are next to the Mediterranean Sea. And AirX cycle 2106. Let's do the diff rips. CFM 56. Back to the classic, not Neo. And check the data. GPS 11 satellites. And FMGC, back to it. Alright, let's go. And nothing else here that we can do. So, init page A. We're going from Malaga. Actually, scenery is from Aerosoft. And I also have the Dortmund scenery from the same company. Actually quite nicely done. And Eurowings Europe, I think it should be EVE. Yeah, let's stick with that one. 1142, I don't know. I think it's 1147. On the flight plan at least. Something random. And cost index is going to be 56. Cruising altitude 360. Yep, 56. And all the way up to 360. Not going to change the tropopause. Right there. And in the meantime, let's check out the get the AVI tab right next to the MCDU. Flight plan. Wow, we get a lot of airways. Not much direct going on. Departure. Runway 31. Actually, we are not that far. And BLN 3P. All the way up to BLN, and then we can put in the airways. UN. I'm a little bit out of it today. I don't know why. Probably because I drank too much coffee. A little bit twitchy today. VTB UN 867. I could probably just fill in the airways and the MCDU automatically will fill in the intersection points. Yeah, let's go UN 858. And there it is, Cena, John Cena, although we cannot see him, but there it is. I don't particularly care about wrestling, but I do know some of those guys. So let's quickly fill in the rest. And looks like we got a direct routing into Dortmund. Runway 24. Now Dortmund has a short runway, so probably not going to butter with the landing. We do need to be down quickly. And UM163 and November 853 is the next one. To Onune. And insert, it's going to be direct runway 24. Maybe later I'm going to play around with these arrivals and approach via. I was going to check out. I don't have access to charts right now, only for the RX cycle. So, but for now I think we are good with the flight plan. And get the wind data. There we go. Pre-defined flight levels here in the Toliss MCDU. So RedNav page, don't really want to do anything here. And then init page B. And load up the plane. So fuel 10.2, 10.3. As block fuel. It's going to be around 2.5–3 hours of flight. I probably should go with 10.3. Let's check out what this weights page says. Yeah, 10.3. Move it up and refuel. PAX 140 and zero fuel weight 57.0. Yep, apply these CG within the norm. And do want to use toga or flex. PAX off takeoff. And no, we can do flex. It's a long runway here in Malaga. Okay, we are done with the weights. Make sure everything is loaded up. And then put all the numbers in there. 10.3 block. And 57/28. Fantastic. And then performance page. I should have closed that ISCS. And then 1 plus F. Horizontal, trimmable horizontal stabilizer, up 0.2. And flex 66. And V speeds 147, V1 and VR. Yeah, engine out, acceleration, I'm going to change that. Oops. Oh yeah, 14 is well out of range, and 149. Oops. That was the transition altitude. Line select key, and 149. Next up is the progress page. I can do get rid of this one. Which runway was it? 24, so as I can remember, yeah, 24. Format error. Probably we don't need the slash. Should have been 24, not 21. Not allowed. Yeah, in the other one, there we go. And slowly we are getting there. Nav accuracy high. And the last page, secondary flight plan, copy the active. Great. Alright, this should be it for the MCDU. Everything is in the box. And let's go plan mode. Yeah, so far looks good. Want to check out the arrival. Onuna, that's the last one. Probably should turn around there. Now let's check out if we can do anything with the arrivals. -24, Adama 2A. Not looking too great right now. Right, let's cancel that one. Probably should increase range a little bit. Just to see what's happening right there. I probably could do just manually the approach. Okay, let's see what that did. Let's get range 20. Okay, does not look that great. Probably way overcomplicating this. Alright, let's get rid of some of those points. Okay, looks a little bit better. Oops, that was the wrong one. It was the missed approach. I wanted to get rid of that one. I don't know, haven't really flown this approach in about 2 years in X-Plane 11, but you know what, I'm just going to leave it like that and then manually turn to final. Alright, back to arc mode. I've wasted enough time with that one. Manage mode, we got alignment. Let's go up to 6000 initial. And we can start the APU. Let's get the pumps going. And also do the test. And before I forget, get the ATIS information on 2375. Alright, we do have information Golf, runway 31, and flap open, APU start. Let's get the beacon lights going. Master caution. Oh yeah, should have set the altimeter or QNH. Also for the FO, let's get the chronometer going. For the APU, switch off external power. Also get rid of the GPU. Well, not mine, here in the computer. And get the moving map. So how do we need to go? Yeah, runway 31 is going to be that way. So we can turn left.
Ground to cockpit. Canon knowledge. Coming through the menu when you are ready.
I don't know what's an American 757 doing here, but
Ground to cockpit. Tower
that's
is
how it
driving
is in
up.
X-Plane. Whoops. So there is Mr. Pushback truck.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Wow, that's a bad texturing or low resolution model right there. And we can soon start the engines. Yeah, pretty much good to go. We need APU bleed soon.
Start connected and bypass being inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
And APU is running 3 minutes already. So APU bleed. And you can start the engines. Ignition start. Whoa. What's happening? Cross bleed fault. Avoid icing conditions. So what's happening here? Master caution. Oh, that should be on auto, I think. Yeah, there we go. Wow. It didn't happen in the previous version, so probably maybe I accidentally switched that switch or moved that switch. And check out the volumes, external engine. It can be quite loud with the BSS Soundpack. Alright, we can go ahead. Engine number 2.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Nice. So
Connecting tow.
that's done.
Stand by.
Flaps 1. And disconnect. Wait for the hand signal.
Tow is
Ignition back to
disconnected and
norm.
bypass pin has been removed.
And
Hand signal on the
EDLW.
right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And that is the hand signal. So we're good to roll. And taxi to the runway. Let's get the lights. And we are not that far. There we go. Let's test the flight controls. So, our route takes us today towards Madrid, Bordeaux, Paris, and then we're going to fly over Luxembourg and then land in Dortmund. And in the meantime, let's prepare for takeoff. Let's do transponder mode. All brakes max. Cabin advised and TIA config as usual. Everything is green, no blue. Yeah, nice airport scenery here from Aerosoft. Also, it's going to be really high quality for Dortmund as well. So we are going to go depart with flags, lights on. I'm just going to set the radar for number 2, although it's not working, and terrain for me. Yeah, nice morning departure. Yeah, this Toliss A319 is one of my favorites. And then tilt it down, TARA, or tilt it below, not below, up. And it's a little bit of wind. Yeah, windsock signifies up to 15 knots of wind. About 15 knots, although it's not that accurate, but it helps a lot if we don't have the information readily available. So here we go, I'm just going to line up. And what's that? Ooh. Don't have any other traffic set up today. Nonetheless, it looks clear. And runway 31. I'm gonna correct runway this time, and feels like I'm forgetting something, so step on the brakes. Yep, lights are on. Oh, trimming, I forgot that, so 0.2 up. And there we go, stabilization 50%, and there you go, flex chronometer, oops, push the nose down, and we are waiting for 147 or 149, but we got the runway distance to do that. And staying on the center line, V1, and rotate. Gear up, and let's go 15 degrees. going to fly this turn manually. Nice cloudy today. Actually, not that hot. If it was a heat wave, then I should have used toga for takeoff and climb the tent. And then follow the flight director. 6,000 feet, should go standard. Flaps up completely. And here comes the intercept point. Nice and easy right turn. And we're going all the way up to 36,000 feet. It's going to let the autopilot take over once we completed the turn. And there is 250 knots, limit below 10,000. Standard, oops, that was the wrong button. Yep, standard. And straighten it out. Yeah, that's why there are first officers and captains, 2 people in the cockpit, no more, and autopilot 1. Yeah. Messed up with the chronometer. Measurement will not be accurate. But anyway, we are flying. Also should set standard there before we get a master caution. So we are on our way. Alright, we have departed and on our way to Dortmund, Germany. Let's check the progress page. Approximately 1,000 miles, nautical miles. So it's not going to be much to do. Autopilot is flying, and probably I will be back when something happens. Or we are beginning our descent. Wow, getting a little bit of lag, probably because of the clouds. And we just flew over Luxembourg and Belgium, Netherlands, near Aachen and Köln. And then we are almost at the top of descent point, probably. Well, definitely. And Köln, Leverkusen, Düsseldorf. A lot of famous cities in the vicinity right there. And Dortmund. And there we go. So let's go down 10,000 initially. And then wait for the hockey stick to get to within 5 nautical miles. And 36,000 or 3,660. Symmetric fuel consumption as well. And soon we can prepare for descent. Just tilt TCAS down below. Also weather radar, although it's not functioning, LS, and let everybody know we are beginning our descent. And push it in. And there we go, FMA, descent mode, engines rolling back. And here we go. Probably should reconfigure my cloud settings because I get a little bit of lag when there is so dense of a cloud coverage. And let's see if I can find the airport and get some of the data already in. Should be somewhere up here. Dortmund or EDLW. That's not it. That's Düsseldorf. Wow, a little bit disoriented today. So that's Köln, right there. Let's check out the navigation display. Yeah, that's the 5 or 50 nautical miles radius around the airport. So it should be somewhere up there. Oh, there we go. Took a little while. And 80s 125125, but first let's go and put in the QNH 2982. And temperature, winds 190 at 9, so we are going to have a little bit of a crosswind when landing. And I'm just going to put 200. Like I said, I don't have access to charts right now. And that's it. Just going to wait for the 80s. And we are in range 125, 125. Just put it in the standby frequency, have that chamber then ready to go. Okay, now we are in range. I can listen to the 80s. Temperature 1.6. Otherwise, the same data that we got from the map. And we do have Juliet, so we are good to go. 18,000 feet. Yeah, the game is running a little bit slow right now. Occasional FPS drops. Maybe I'll put the lights on. Otherwise we are good to go. But yeah, I got this area. The Dortmund airport scenery and the area from Aerosoft. It's quite a large package. And in combination with the clouds, there are the occasional FPS drops, but still, it's okay. That's how I explain it sometimes, and my PC is old, so, but it's still doing its job. And I can record at the same time. And we are almost there. So that's the approach. Probably doing this first time. Well, since a couple of years. So we're going to improvise. It's going to go in heading mode and then turn around and land on runway 24. Yeah, it's a short runway, so no butter today, most likely. But yeah, beautiful terrain and vegetation. A couple of buildings. Get the object density to medium. And Dortmund is there. Downtown city center. And we should be landing in 10 minutes approximately. Going to be a little bit of a crosswind. Tower, probably fancy term. It's quite common. And that's the airport. Going to land on that end of the runway. Yeah, Dortmund is actually a base point for Wizz Air. A lot of flights from Dortmund and to Dortmund with Wizz Air. Also there is the occasional 737 NG, but most likely only A320s are landing at this airport, and actually this flight as well. Eurowings Europe. It's a real world flight with A319. And going down to 3000, already in heading mode. 069 toward the sand point, and then it's going to turn around and intercept the ILS. Although I'm probably going to do visual landing. We got still a decent amount of fuel on board in case of a go around, but I think we can nail it at first. Disengage the radars, don't need them anymore. And approach phase still not active, probably have to do it manually. And standard 2989 or 82. Yeah, 2982, that's accurate. Also on the first officer side. And maintaining 3000 soon until the waypoint Elvul. And nice and easy. And minus 700. Yeah, nice and easy. Okay, probably going to turn around soon. Can I go direct to CF24? No. Can I just put it back to manage mode? Oh no. Yeah, probably because there is a discontinuity. It won't work. So what to do? I haven't been flying with this plane in a while. So let's do the turn manually. And then execute a level turn, intercept that waypoint, CF24. Or actually, I'm such an idiot sometimes, probably go direct to Elvul. Yeah, that would have been much easier. Alright, let's go back autopilot 1, and then we can soon configure the plane for landing. I can already see the localizer and glide slope indicator. Yeah, 3000 until Elvul. I probably should engage approach phase. We're going too fast. although still a little bit of a distance to cover. And from Elwol we are going to get on the right heading. And let everybody know we are landing soon. And I'm probably doing too soon, but soon we can go full flaps, gear down. Yeah, I should have waited with this a little bit, but let's go for the next time. I'll know. The beauty of a simulator. We can just learn by doing. Let's go configure landing, auto brake slow. Probably should set it to medium, but I think we can get down on this short runway. And looks good. We are turning on our final approach heading, and then engage approach. Although the glide slope indicator is coming down. But yeah, we are fully configured for landing. Already I'm just going to put 2000 right there, in case. Yeah, altitude constraint. Need to be staying at 3000, but just in case. If the glide slope is moving down pretty quickly, then we can intercept it safely. Localizer is moving in the middle, so approach phase. Glide slope and localizer are active both, and here we go. Yeah, probably this is the point where I should have extended landing gear and gone to flaps 4. Okay, there's the runway. We are crabbed a little bit to the left because of 8 knots coming from 16. Can't quite read it. But it's coming from the front and from the left, so we need to stay crabbed. And lights are on. And what's the missed approach altitude? Probably not 3000, but don't have charts right now. And no blue. We're landing soon. It's going to go wait for 1500 and then take over. So, tiny adjustments. I want to stay like this, maybe go a little bit below the glide slope. So we are down in time. Yeah, just a little bit below 800. And 2 whites, 2 red. Fantastic. Wow, sliding a little bit down. And the landing. Yeah, basically the whole runway is just a giant touchdown zone. From both ends, there is no interruption between the 2 touchdown zones. And the glide slope is moving way up. So let's push it down. That's the aiming point. I don't really want to float that much. Come on. Here we go. Acceptable. And reverse thrust on full. And braking. Whoa! My pedals pulling me to the left. And slow it down. I'm not going to make this exit, but here at the end. Yeah, I've seen some videos landing on this airport. Basically, planes did the same, exited here. That no entry probably refers to the end of the runway for planes to turn around. That there is no option for that. There we go, APU. And just taxi to a parking stand. I think we have to turn around. Kind of like those Ryanair 737s up there. And APU start. Yeah, I could have been down a little bit earlier on the runway, but it was an okay landing. I put auto brakes too low because as soon as we engaged reverse thrust, I pushed down on my pedals. So here we are in Dortmund. Beautiful scenery from Aerosoft. Also we had the Aerosoft Malaga, Costa del Sol airport scenery. Let's just go somewhere here, turn around quickly, and then shut down the engines, and we can take a look at the replay. Alright, lights off. Don't really want to blind anybody, but beacon lights can stay on for now. Alright, let's go like this. We have to turn around. Probably not going to make it quite as it should be. Oh, we got a helping dude up ahead. Marshall. Not quite as it should be, but he says stop, so we are stopping. Yeah, a little bit off. But anyway, it's going to stay like that and shut down the engines. APU bleed on. What else? Yeah, I think we are good. We should actually wait a little bit until a couple of minutes, because we operated the reversers on full. But let's go take a look at the replay. Beautiful BSS Soundpack. So that's it. Thanks for joining me today for this flight, and I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, wish you all the best and take care.